Yeah, me either.
I'm going to break down the schedule for you so I can explain why I had intercourse one time in the entire 6 days that I was there.
Who with?
My fiance.
Okay.
Very brief.
Nobody else popped in?
No. I just want to break this down for you because my first time ever going to the porn convention, I thought that it was going to be a sex fest, that we were going to be having threesomes every night, meeting all these girls, everybody's going to want to shoot content, yada, yada. And it didn't happen. Well, actually, the first time I went to the Porn Awards, we did end up having a fucking a fan threesome. She was a creator, but she's like a actual OnlyFans girl, but she kind of had fan vibes. But we ended up banging some fan last time. And
last year,
5 years ago, the last time I went.
Okay.
But then this time, yeah, none. So I'm gonna break down the schedule for you. So you wake up a bit later in the day because you're up late for us. I'm used to getting up at 6:30 in the morning, right? So I'm getting up more like 8, 9, whatever. By noon, the girls are in hair and makeup. By 3 o'clock, you're on the way to the convention. You're at the convention for like 3 to 7. Then we would have a dinner to go to at like, 8:45, 9 most nights. Then we have to go to an after party. So we're getting done at like 2 in the morning, which to me, as a person who wakes up at 6:30, means that every night when I was out late, people would be coming up to me and asking me if I was all right because I would look angry. We're in the strip club at 2 in the morning.
That's where the after party is.
Well, one night, and my fucking eyes were just like literally like kind of shutting.
Were you
while I'm
drinking?
there. No, but I have, not that night, but I have a good drinking tale for you as well. Because I think it was, okay, so it was that night that I met up with you, right? Or it was the day that we were together, and then afterwards
I was busy that night.
I hear. We go out to dinner. Me, the girls, Sharp came, Mike Malak.
Yeah.
And that was it. So we're all at dinner, and I order one mixed drink. I'm starting to feel drunk just thinking about this. I ordered this drink. I didn't think that it was going to be like super strong or anything, but I drank one, and then I said, fuck it, I'll have another one. I order another one. I drink maybe like half of it, whatever. And then they bring out like a round of this like weird like coffee style shot for everybody. And I drank that as well. And I never drank. Like literally I've almost not been drunk for 4 years. And then we go out to an after party after that. And
you cheat on your fiance?
No, I was with her the whole time. And then I proceeded to have one more drink. So
wow.
In total, I had basically the equivalent of like 3 drinks. And so I went around the casino that whole night just telling people, I'm blackout drunk, just announcing it to everyone, even though I wasn't. I was just like tipsy. And, you'd be amazed the way that people just really act differently to you once they think that you're blackout drunk. And I was telling everybody I was blackout drunk, even though I was actually like 2 drinks in.
Why do you think that is? Why is that?
Why? Because when you basically tell people that like you are in a state where you're not going to remember anything that you're doing, but
you can tell people how you really feel about it.
You're not responsible for your behavior. You're capable of anything. Everybody starts acting way different to you. And Mike Malak got in on the joke, and he realized that I wasn't actually drunk, so he thought it was really funny. But like a lot of these people, I was like really telling them I was blackout drunk, and they were kind of just going for it. And so I was just like out here having this fun social experiment.
But then them talking shit on you, like once you said you were blacked out drunk, were people like, "Oh, you're a piece of shit. That scar above your eye is never going to go away"?
No, everybody just actually seemed kind of like amazed that I was drunk or saying I was drunk.
Okay.
But then the next day I wake up and I fucking puke my guts out.
Even though I
never I didn't really like feel that drunk. Yeah, but my girl's been sick ever since too. And I guess a few other people who were at the dinner got sick. So I actually think that there might have been something with the fish that night that got us all sick. I think it might not have been the alcohol.
Let's go through some theories here.
Yeah.
Fish is number 1, food poisoning.
Kind of hot in here, don't you think?
Number 2, the heat is excessive. Yeah. Number 2 is that you were dehydrated. Number 3 is power of suggestion. You just talked yourself into being really drunk. The mind, it's a very impressive instrument.
I don't think I'm going to be able to think I'm so drunk that I'm going to puke.
Number 4.
And I've never really felt that drunk. So that's why this puking was so out of the ordinary for me. And I've never done this in my whole life. I've drank and puked, but it's always like I drink and then I puke while I'm still drunk that night. Waking up the next morning and puking is very out of the ordinary for me.
You know what I think it is? I think God is punishing you for your sinful lifestyle.
That's definitely a possibility. Yeah.
It all came to a head.
It didn't feel that sinful while I was out there. It actually felt very Tame.
We were at the porn awards.
I'm taking my fucking sweatshirt off.
It is Sodom and Gomorrah.
I'm burning up.
While you're taking that off, before you came there, I was just awkwardly bouncing around, aware that the party hadn't really started yet.
Yeah, and I felt bad thinking about that. I'm like, dude, Danny's just sitting on a bench in there with Nico, fucking him in the ass, waiting for me.
Whenever I get a spare moment, it's going right up Nico's tight little asshole. I saw a lot of couples going around. And I don't know if it says something about my own insecurity that I have never watched porn with my girlfriend, and I don't really plan on doing it.
Yeah, you realize that when you're at that shit, that there are a lot of couples, and in a lot of cases, the guy is such a porn fan that to him, a fantasy would be one of the porn guys fucking his girl. And
You've met those guys.
I've definitely met this over and over and over, where the guy is almost like offering his chick up. And it can be weird too, because sometimes the girls are like really hot and you actually are like, you could like be a porn star. Like you don't have to be like walking around this convention sort of like pretending that this is an opportunity, you know, like you could actually do this. And then sometimes the girl's like clearly like not attractive, but the guy's like, you know, they're both like porn fans together, which I get because I was never really like a porn fan like that, but somehow like being in the industry has kind of got me to that point of just like knowing all these chicks' names and stuff. And now when I think about being a civilian, I could totally understand why it would be a fun experience to go to this sort of thing with your girl. You get to meet all these porn stars you're attracted to, whatever. I totally get it.
Get Danny D to throw that fucking boa constrictor up your wife's twat.
Dude, I saw Danny D, who now we talk about every week on this podcast, and he was like the first person I saw when I got there. And I just wanted to say so bad, like, oh, dude, like we found out that you get fucked in the ass live on the podcast.
To be fair, I've only seen him fucking another guy.
Yeah, whatever. I think that when I Googled it, though, I saw it the other way. I think. Super nice guy, though.
Despite getting fucked in the ass.
Oh, and
usually those guys are assholes.
I did get him on camera. I just haven't put it out yet.
I saw it. I saw the clip.
I don't even know if they edited it, but I was talking to him about his giant cock. Yeah.
While we're on the subject of porn stars like Danny D getting roped in by couples at the convention, I want to talk about this a little bit because, again, I don't know if this comes back to my own insecurities, but the whole cucking thing, that seems to be what this is. It's guys who are into cucking, and who better to cuck you than your favorite porn star?
Okay, but that's a little. There's a little bit of that with the couples, but the average person who goes to this is just a dude who wants to like meet porn stars, look at them, shake hands. Like dudes are really horny, and you realize that to them, if they're capturing the action on their phone, that means a lot to them. So dudes will go up to Sky Bree and say, Sky, can I get a picture with you? They take a picture together, and then they take their phone and they're like, can you like bend over or like hit this like certain butt shot that they want her to take? Now, I promise you that if they were to look at her Instagram, they would be able to see a photo that looks better than this photo that they just took. Or if they were to go to her OnlyFans, they would be able to see her literally getting dicks shoved in her fucking mouth and ass. Not ass, actually. Yeah, vagina. But either way, it's like they want to be the one taking the photo.
Yeah.
You know? And even like my girl told me that there were dudes who came through the line every day that she was there to take a photo. They want every different outfit that she wore all week. And I think that they get like a big thrill out of that, like 2 seconds that they have their arm around her.
You know, I think.
And for me, I'm just kind of trying to ignore how pervy some of these dudes are towards her because like the security's like watching over her. So I'm trying to like not look because I just don't even want to like think about the fact that she's got like sweaty dude armpit on her.
Who's been there the last 4 days taking photos. I'm thinking next year, it probably wouldn't be the worst thing in the world.
You're going to holler at Jordan Love to cuck you at the convention? Yeah, I love how uncomfortable you even are with the suggestion of it.
I'm going to get to cucking.
He's not into this.
But what I think is maybe we get all the porn star women safely out and Danny D, he can live. And then I think we just barricade all the exits and entrances and we burn down the porn awards. It might be a plus for society.
That could be you and Sneeko's new video.
Is that one of his things too? Is he anti-porn?
Well, all these like
the right-wingers are super
all
anti-porn.
the red pill dudes now hate porn for some reason. This has like become part of the ideology.
That wasn't a thing. When I was in college, being a masculine dude was all about jerking off to porn, and that was like your way to get your head straight before a fuck date that night.
Right.
It was part of being a tough,
and
cool
I
guy.
still think it's bullshit because the average Republican is still probably beaten off just as much, maybe more than the average Democrat. It's
And
like
it's
a
the gay
fringe wing of people who are so right that they've decided that they hate everything that the left does.
Yeah.
And since the left is pro-sex worker more often than not, they have to therefore hate OnlyFans girls and stuff. Or at least it makes for good content online. This has been a clip from my new podcast, Sledge Lords with Danny Mullen. We're dropping a new episode every week, so either hit the link in the description or search up the Adam 22 channel on YouTube. Appreciate you guys.